The sun slips through a small window as he stirs his coffee. No rushing, no buzzing phone, no thoughts of overdue bills. His home is modest, one bedroom, a second-hand table, a bike leaning by the door. Yet his smile is steady, almost quiet. He doesn't look like someone living on the edge. He looks at peace. Here's the surprising part. He lives on just $700 a month. That's less than what many people spend on rent alone. In New York, it might cover 2 weeks of groceries. In London, maybe a single utility bill. But for him, $700 isn't a struggle. It's enough. More than enough, in fact. He feels rich. How? Not by winning the lottery or landing a six-figure salary. His richness isn't about numbers. It's about freedom. Freedom from debt, from the pressure to chase more, from the constant race of earning just to spend. In a world where everything feels expensive and everyone is chasing bigger paychecks, his life challenges what it means to be wealthy. And maybe, just maybe, it offers the rest of us a new way to see money. Just a few years ago, his life looked very different. He earned a decent salary, had a car loan, and the latest phone on credit. On paper, he was comfortable. In reality, he was drowning, stressed, overworked, and always waiting for payday. Then the pandemic arrived. Suddenly, the world slowed down. His job went remote. His social life shrank. For the first time, he noticed how little he really needed. Home-cooked meals, quiet walks, and second-hand clothes kept him content. He realized he didn't miss the shopping sprees or constant dining out. That pause became a turning point. He cut unnecessary expenses, downsized, and promised himself one thing: never to return to a lifestyle that kept him chained to bills. The $700 lifestyle wasn't forced on him. He chose it because it gave him something priceless: peace. The geography of wealth. His secret isn't only about what he spends, it's also about where he lives. He chose a mid-sized, overlooked city where rent is still affordable, food is fresh and local, and life moves at a slower pace. Not a trendy digital nomad hotspot like Bali or Lisbon, but a place where community matters more than Instagram appeal. In his city, $300 rents a simple studio with sunlight and space to breathe. Farmers markets sell vegetables at half the price of supermarkets. Public transport works, so he doesn't need a car. The streets are walkable, and neighbors greet each other by name. To outsiders, it might look ordinary, but to him, it's freedom. Wealth here isn't flashy cars or luxury malls. It's having time, health, and community. And here's the truth. $700 in New York might buy stress. In his town, it buys an entire month of life. That difference is everything. Redefining rich beyond money. Ask most people what it means to be rich, and they'll talk about numbers, six-figure salaries, big houses, or fancy cars. But for him, richness has nothing to do with bank accounts. It's about what money can't buy. He feels rich because he owns his mornings. He can take a long walk after breakfast, not rush into traffic. He feels rich because he eats meals he cooks himself, slowly, without staring at a work email. He feels rich because his friendships are stronger than his spending habits. This isn't a new idea. Ancient Stoics in Greece believed wealth came from needing little. Buddhist monks practiced owning less so they could live more. Even today, the world's wealthiest are embracing quiet luxury, choosing peace over showing off. For him, richness means being time-rich, not just cash-rich. It means waking up without stress. It means freedom. And in a noisy world obsessed with more, that's a wealth most people overlook. So what does $700 a month actually look like? Surprisingly simple and surprisingly doable. Here's how his monthly spending breaks down. Rent, $300. He lives in a modest studio, not fancy, but safe and filled with light. Food, $150. He shops at local markets, buys staples like rice, beans, and vegetables in bulk, and cooks almost every meal. No daily takeout. Utilities and Wi-Fi, $100. He keeps lights off when not needed, uses energy-saving bulbs, and shares internet with a neighbor. Transport, $50. He bikes most places and takes the bus for longer trips. No car insurance, no gas, no repairs. Experiences and savings, $100. This covers a movie ticket, coffee with friends, or a small buffer for emergencies. What's missing? a car loan, expensive subscriptions, fast fashion, and credit card debt. According to Finance Buzz, the average American spends more than $200 a month on unused subscriptions alone. He spends zero. The result? Instead of chasing every dollar, he feels in control. Every cent has a purpose. And with fewer bills to pay, he buys himself something rare, peace of mind. Now, technology as a wealth multiplier. He doesn't reject technology. He uses it to stretch his money. His phone is his most powerful tool. For entertainment, he streams free documentaries on YouTube and borrows ebooks through library apps. For learning, he takes online courses and even uses free AI tools to practice languages and pick up new skills. For budgeting, he tracks every expense with an app that shows where his money goes in real time. Instead of paying for endless subscriptions, he uses the free versions. Instead of buying new gadgets, he makes the most of what he has. His smartphone is not a luxury, it's a money saver, a teacher, and a companion. In a world where tech often drains wallets, he flips the script. For him, digital tools don't increase lifestyle costs. They multiply his sense of wealth by giving him knowledge, savings, and connection. Relationships over consumption. The other secret to his rich life isn't money at all. It's people. He doesn't need fancy restaurants when he can share home-cooked meals with friends. He doesn't pay for endless entertainment when his evenings are filled with conversation, board games, or potluck dinners. He swaps skills with neighbors, helping someone move in exchange for fresh bread, fixing a bike in return for a home-cooked dish. Research backs him up. A Harvard study that followed people for over 80 years found that strong relationships, not income, predict happiness and health. He lives that truth daily. While many people shop to fill loneliness, he builds real connections that cost nothing. His community makes him feel supported, valued, and alive. For him, friendships are wealth. And unlike money, the more he shares them, the richer he feels. His way of living isn't just personal, it reflects a bigger shift happening around the world. After the pandemic, many people began questioning the old idea that success only means bigger paychecks and busier lives. Rising rents, student loans, and high inflation are pushing people to rethink how much they truly need. Some are leaving big cities for smaller towns. Others are cutting back on work hours to spend more time with family. Movements like slow living and quiet luxury show that people are tired of constant consumption. Climate concerns are also playing a role. Less spending often means less waste. He may live on $700 a month, but he isn't poor. He's part of a growing trend where people choose meaning, balance, and peace over non-stop hustle. His life is a reminder. Wealth is shifting from having more to needing less. How to feel rich without earning more. 200 words. Not everyone can live on $700 a month, but his story offers lessons anyone can try. Audit your expenses. Look at your subscriptions and used apps or memberships. Cut what you don't use. Many people discover hundreds of dollars wasted each month. Redefine wealth. Instead of asking, "How much can I earn?" ask, "How much do I need to feel free?" That small shift changes spending habits. Rethink location. Even moving to a smaller apartment or living closer to work or public transport can free up thousands a year. Build community. Host a potluck, swap clothes, or share tools. Relationships create joy that money can't replace. Use tech smartly. Explore free online courses, budgeting apps, or library resources. They expand your world without draining your wallet. The lesson isn't to copy his exact budget. It's to see that feeling rich is less about income and more about choices. True wealth is freedom, time, and peace of mind. In the quiet of his small apartment, he finishes his morning coffee and steps outside. The day is his own. No rush, no crushing bills, no endless chase for more. He doesn't own much, but he feels full. That's the heart of his story. Wealth isn't only about what sits in your bank account. It's about waking up without dread, eating meals you enjoy, and spending time with people who matter. When asked if he wants to earn more, he shrugs and smiles. Maybe one day, he says, but I already have enough. It's a simple sentence, yet a powerful one. In a world where more is never enough, maybe the real luxury is being content with what we already have. So the question for all of us is not, how much money do I need to be rich? But How much is enough for me to feel rich today? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.